my Tarot Tribe, it's Ethany, and today is day 13 of 31 Days of Tarot. This is the last one I'm batching for today because clearly I'm losing my mind. For 31 Days of Tarot 2017. And today's prompt is the tarot decks that I'm looking forward to working with in 2017. Now beyond, and it's very similar to, I'm going to take just a sip of water. Stay hydrated, folks. Beyond the decks that I will probably always work with, like the Orosoma, the Victorian Romantic, the Druidcraft, the Pagan Otherworlds. These are the other decks that I've kind of gone, I want to spend some time with. And if you watch the Oracle one, you'll know the first one that's coming, and it's the Cosmos Tarot with the set. And I have just decided that it is time to dig into some decks that are, love the constellations on these, dig into some decks that are not Rider-Waite-Smith based and kind of expand my learning and my understanding of different aspects of the tarot, and just to do some fun stuff with. And I'm really into cool graphic decks. So it has a really cute little, I mean, the box and everything is just beautiful. I've done an unboxing of this. It's been up for a while now. It's got a good book. So while it is completely its own system in regards to some of the stuff like Centaurus, which is the Seven of Water, it does have links to the traditional tarot. It also has its own meanings and its own connections with, like, Centaurus was named after Chiron, the half-horse, half-man creature in Greek mythology. In most Greek myths, centaurs were seen as lustful, untamed and overindulgent creatures. Chiron was one of the few centaurs to break this mold and was known far and wide as being kind, knowledgeable and great healer, a generous teacher and a tutor to many. So there has a really good bunch of information about the different constellations. And so for the Seven of Cups, for me, if I just pulled the Seven of Cups out of a different tarot deck, it would talk about choice, fantasy, projecting yourself down the different roads of the choices that you have to make, kind of idealism. This here is like, one meaning indicates that no suffering is eternal. The second is a reminder that accidents happen. It does no good to hold grudges or lament in one's misfortune. The power to relieve another person of their suffering. So that for me is very devoid and very different to the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Water in different decks. So it's going to be a very interesting experience. And again, like I was saying with the Oracle deck on this one, really cool to use these energies for manifestation. Love that, Draco. I've got all these water ones. Let's see if I can find you some different ones. So I'm looking forward to, really looking forward to this one. Magician. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. The detail is Aries. Beautiful. So that's what, besides the lamb being up the tree, Vancouver looks very much like that in the spring with all the cherry blossoms. So yes, God, this is coming out to play in 2017. Now a bunch of these are new, are like brand new. So the Slow Hollow Tarot, look, I haven't even opened it yet. I think I'm going to do an unboxing and first impression of this baby, and I don't have the time for it today, but I just want to look at that. But this is the Slow Hollow Tarot, and I am sickeningly excited to work with this. So I actually really do want to do an unboxing of that one. The next one is the stunning Tabula Mundi, or Tabulia Mundi, or probably butchering it. I have also done an unboxing video. Oh my God, this bag is so good. Of this stunner of a deck. So I'm not going to spend too much time with this, but it's really just so gorgeous. And the quality is disgustingly good. One of my favorite. Oh, the Priestess card is everything. So I want to work with this. Now, for those people who, I'm not sure if you can still get like the information bundles, but there's a bunch of ebooks and like stuff that you got with this, with the Kickstarter campaign. So lots of information to dive in and get really like excited about. Now this is a really random deck that I found on Facebook. I think one of the Facebook groups. And I went out and tracked it down, and it's very, very interesting. I found it on eBay. I got it from like the Netherlands. It's the Wheel of Fortune Tarot. Now I am going to trim the edges because the cardstock is actually really beautiful. It's that satin finish cardstock that we've seen on a lot of decks like the Lumina Tarot and everything. And it's nice and thick, but when you shuffle pointy edges, it tends to separate the cardstock. So I have an edger, so I will edge it. The other thing with this deck is that it has no titles, but you get the title information when you purchase the deck. So I'm going to have to write with my, when I feel brave, write with my gold Sharpie the actual names of the cards. Now some of them I'm like, this one's the Fool and it's not really, like it's a bit okay, but other ones are really, really cool. And again, you're not, it may not be your thing at all. So I do have the legend to this. It's kind of like, I mean, I like the Ellis deck more than this on first kind of look around, but it's interesting. It's like, I don't know many people who are working with this, and yeah, so I'm just kind of interested to see where this trippy deck takes me. Yep. Nope, that's the Hangman. That's meant to be upside down. So this black space here is where you can write the title of the cards. That's the Death card. I know that one. That's the Sun card, I believe. So, and it has that circle symbol, the Tower, the Star. Look at that. I think that's one of the ones that sold me on this. The Moon, the Sun. So some of them are really pretty. Judgment. Might be the World. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So it's a really cool, like, Three of Pentacles. It's a really cool deck. So I am going to, and as you get into it, there's a bit more Rider-Waite-Smith in this, right? Like 4, the 5. So yeah, I'm going to have to cut the corners of it and put the titles on it before I work with it, but I'm looking forward to that. Now there's 2 more. Now before I open up, show you one of these, if you don't like the nudies, actually if you don't like the nudies, I don't know why you're watching my channel, because I have decks with all sorts of boobs on it and stuff like that. The Dalanov Tarot, this is the 3rd edition. I have the 1st edition. I got the 1st edition when it first came out, with the black, white and red backings and the big format without the rounded edges. That is going into the collection drawer. I will not be using it for readings anymore, and I didn't use it for readings a lot because I was terrified, to be honest, to use it because it didn't have again, it had squared corners. It was a limited edition first run. I didn't really want to be like hacking those corners off. But it's some of the court cards are delicious. Like, they're so beautiful. And then I saw that I missed the 2nd edition because I was like, okay, that's cool. But then the 3rd edition has got rounded corners. It's got that beautiful new back. And, you know, a lot of people have talked about, like, yes, the borders are, some of them have borders and some of them don't. I actually don't mind because I think the borders fit really well. You could cut them if you really want to, but I'm just super glad that I have now got a deck of the Dalianoff Tarot that I would be like, yep, you know what? I can now use this for client readings and feel really good about it. The cardstock is that lovely shuffleable cardstock. So gorgeous. I do not regret this at all. So as you can see, I'm just opening this. I got this before Christmas. I got a lot of decks at the end of 2016, and I just, as many of you know, it got bonkers crazy for me with readings, so I didn't have time. Oh, it's just so good. So I'm super happy. I think I have an unboxing of this deck. Do I? I don't know. It's just so beautiful. And I love that it's just so unique and quirky. And see if I can find, like, I'm so excited. This deck is I need this to be like out immediately so I can work with it every day. So I think I'm getting to the court have a different look. I love the court with the banners. Like, look at that page. This beautiful it's, yeah. Obsessed. Like these gorgeous knights with their crests. It kind of reminds me, if anyone watching this plays Fable, it kind of reminds me a lot of the beautiful artwork that you got around Fable with the posters. And I actually have the Fable 3 limited edition with the big chest and the playing cards and the coins and everything. I got that. So it reminds me a little bit of that, and I adore it for that. Queens. She's the Queen of Swords, which I always look at. She looks a bit somber, but that's okay. And then the Kings. They all look a little bit like grumpy. But oh man, I can't even tell you how happy I am that I have this deck. So this is going to, I only just got the little paper cover, which I'm probably going to fold up and put away somewhere and find a beautiful place to put my new Dalianoff. And the last one is the Said Tarot. And I got this from the Green Man online shop, and I got it sent to my good friend in Cali. Thank you so much for being my tarot mule and sending this to me, because they didn't ship to Canada, and I don't think they ship to anywhere else outside of the States. So if you can find someone that you know in the community, if you really like this, to get it for you and send it, then I would recommend doing that. Now there's a book that's going to be released to this sometime in 2017. Now it says the deck contains adult imagery and content such as nudity, sex, and confrontational situations of abuse and violence. But there's this legend. After reading that, I went through it and I was like, where is this? Where? So maybe I just wasn't. So they've got the runes, the tramp, the juggler. So as you can see, the major arcana, sorry, I'll slow down, has been renamed. I saw this on, again, I think Facebook, and I hunted it down. Penis, coming your way. Like, yeah, okay, so we got some ritual sacrifice happening up in this one. So it's a very interesting esoteric deck. So I'm really intrigued to work with it, like the chariot. Yeah, we'll be on top of a chariot. Really, like, holding a baby upside down. So this is not the deck. This is not a deck for everybody. I'm not going to lie to you. If you're kind of like not into more confrontational things, I would probably not recommend. I think I've done an unboxing video of this, but I haven't published it. Like this one here, the Nine of Blades. Like, is she like dead and he's putting her inside the walls? Like, there is some very interesting artwork. So yeah, an incredibly interesting deck. So I'm looking forward to just working with this to see how it challenges my perspective on the tarot. I think this one, Seven of Coins. Some very interesting things going on in this deck. So anyway, so that's this said tarot. I'm looking forward to seeing the companion book to read a little bit about like the thought process behind a lot of the cards and their personal interpretation. But yeah, that's my picks for tarot and oracle decks I want to work with in 2017, and I will see you tomorrow.